Hey everybody, I'm David.
And I'm Eddie.
And we are Full-Time Gays. And we're back! Join us as we take a look at where we were in 2020, what happened over the winter, and a big 2021 road trip full of campground review videos that we have in store for you.
Join us. Hey everybody, we're going to do an update video, but before we get into that, I want to talk about 2020 and how great it was, well, for us anyway, on our channel.
Yeah, there was a lot of things going wrong in 2020, but one of the things that went right is that we were able to start this channel kind of by happenstance while we were doing a big road trip about 10 weeks long last year. We were able to do, what, 8 videos?
8 videos.
And in those 8 videos, we've had so far about 25,000 views and 1,000 subscribers.
Yay!
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button and hit the bell. That way, as we post a lot more new videos this year, more to come on that, you'll get an alert every time we do.
And in 2020, we also started our Facebook page, our Twitter page, and our Instagram page. So if you want to follow us on any one of those, we're Full-Time Gays as well there.
Yay, we're modern, right? Yay! All right, so we meant to do a trip in the winter of 2021, specifically to Georgia, Tennessee area. A couple things. We wanted to be able to have Big Blanche experience, quote unquote, real winter. Well, we got that.
More to come on that.
Yeah, but we had some bad news as well.
Yeah, so 2021 actually had very different plans for us. And right before Christmas, we got a call from Michigan and found out that David's mom had fallen ill to stage 4 metastatic lung cancer. So we canceled everything and went up there to be with family and help take care of her. We got a chance to come back down to Texas after she was doing a little bit better with some treatment.
Yep.
And to take care of some personal things and check in on the RV, and then the snowpocalypse hit us.
It was 7 freaking degrees in Houston.
Yes.
It was colder here than it was the entire time we were in Michigan.
And I also want to point out, yes, I know people from the north are going to be like, all you got was 1.5 inches of snow. Listen, we don't do snow down here, okay?
And I grew up in Michigan, and it's still cold, but Big Blanche did great.
Yeah. Unfortunately, during that time, we got a second call from Michigan to find out that David's mom had succumbed to the cancer. So we had to further push back our plans and go up there and take care of that.
Yeah, and so that obviously ixnayed our plans to go to Georgia this winter, but upon coming back and dealing with, the emotions that happen along with that, right? We took a little trip, kind of recentered ourselves. Sprinkle that gay. And we started thinking, what do we want to do in 2021? Well, we're gay, so we like things bigger and better. So we planned a mammoth 2021 trip that we want to share with you during this video.
So, huge trip coming up if you've just seen all the things that we're going to be doing, but we're going to talk a little bit more about that. So.
And luckily we had great mileage pulling Big Blanche with our F350 dually, so there will be no gas expenses whatsoever.
Again, subscribe and like so we can get that first 17 cents from YouTube.
Please, yes. All right, so without further ado, here is our 2021 trip. We begin on Memorial Day. So the Sunday, the end of Memorial Day weekend, we head up to
Rainbow Ranch in Groesbeck, Texas. Now, we've been to Rainbow Ranch before, but this is prior to us doing any videos. This is a co-ed park, so it does have the L to the GBT in
It's our first L review.
Right.
Yay! We have lots of requests for campgrounds that are inclusive of women, and this is the first one that we will review.
Exactly. So from Rainbow Ranch, we are then going to...
Over 2 days, we're going to drive over the weekend and go back to Serenity Farms in Sullivan, Missouri. In Sullivan, Missouri.
And yes, we know we've already done a review on them last year, but we've kept in very close contact with the owners, and they have done a massive amount of work over the winter, so we thought it was best to bring an update video for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, they were just opening up last year. This year, they've added more than double the sites for RVs. We're going to see if they've sprinkled that gay, as Eddie so eloquently stated last year. And we're actually going to spend about 2.5 weeks there. We're going to chillax for a little bit. I'll be starting my master's degree program, so it'll give me some time to write some papers. From there, we're going to
He knows the itinerary.
Stag Run. Yes, we're going to Stag Run. And Stag Run is a place that's a working farm. It's in southern Indiana, just west of Louisville, not Louisville. Louisville, Kentucky. It's only open on the weekends, and it's only 30 amp, but we can run on 30 amp as long as it's not like 110 degrees. So we're going to go spend a 2-day weekend there and get a chance to meet the owners. We've heard great things about the place. From there, we're going to keep on trekking north back into Michigan, where we're going to go to another LGBT campground.
Exactly, called Camp It in Saugatuck, Michigan.
Yes.
Now, we've been to Saugatuck, but we've not been to the campground before.
We've been to the Dunes Resort before.
Exactly. And the folks that used to do these type of videos on YouTube, Bill and Juan, used to have a perm site there. So we're expecting to be pretty awesome.
Yeah, we've heard a lot of great things about it. We know Bill and Juan well. They're not doing videos anymore. We're trying to pick up that baton from them. I think with their blessing. We saw them in PV a couple months ago. And from Camp It, we're going to spend the 4th of July there. So a big party weekend.
Exactly.
We're still waiting on final permission to do a video, but I am pretty confident, given that Bill and Juan have done one, I'm pretty confident they'll let us do one.
Exactly.
From there...
we are going to, before we say it, we're just going to say, let us finish. We are going to Camp Boomerang in...
Orleans, Michigan.
Exactly. So... for those who have been following the Camp Boomerang saga that happened on social media a few months back, someone had posted in their Facebook page if they allow trans men into the park. And through back and forths with the owners, there was some pretty awful things that had been said.
The answer was basically no, right?
No what?
About trans men.
Correct.
With some... poorly chosen words to describe exactly what that meant.
Exactly. We had posted that we were not going to go to that park until they changed their policy.
And we wouldn't.
And we decided, since we were going to be so close and it was their first season, let's call them and ask them what their policy actually is, because they had gone silent.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So David called up one of the owners, Brian, had a good long conversation with him, and we feel so special because he had kept silent to all these news outlets from across the world and said he wasn't going to give any statements, but he actually gave us a statement.
Yeah, I mean, not that we're a news outlet or a media outlet, but...
Yes.
But we do have a lot to say about gay campgrounds, and he is one, and it's a new one. And so we talked to Brian, who we knew because we did a review last year, right? A sneak peek. And... basically, their policy is that they do allow trans men as long as they have a male designation on their ID. Now, that doesn't really go as far as we would particularly like, but we were told, and we investigated and confirmed that that policy actually mirrors that of many of the largest gay campgrounds in the country. And bottom line, we're not going to go to war with half of the gay campgrounds, the male-only campgrounds in the country. So we're going to go. And we're going to see how far they've come since last year, which I'm sure is a long, long way. And, you know, if it still isn't a place that you want to go based on what you've heard, that's okay. And if it is a place that you'd like to check out, or maybe you want to give them the benefit of the doubt like we chose to do after talking with them, you'll be able to do so in an informed way. So we are going to spend a week at Boomerang.
Yeah, and we had gotten several questions as to why we still left the video up. And the answer to that is, there's going to be folks who are okay with that policy and they're going to get value out of that video. And folks who are not okay with that policy are still going to get value out of that video because they're going to know that to not go there.
Yeah, and we weren't going to go either until that policy changed, and or at least was clarified. And so we're very, very glad to hear that. And thank you, Brian, and the owners of Camp Boomerang for taking the time to speak with us and clarifying some misunderstandings and some confusion that we had about what the policy is. So we'll more to come. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
After Boomerang,
we are going to Creek Ridge in
Michigan.
Somewhere in Michigan.
Yeah, it's just north of Jackson, Michigan. We were there a couple years ago before we started doing YouTube videos. So we're going to go there this time and make a video about the place.
Exactly. From there, we're going to go...
And they're going to have free root beer floats the weekend that we're there.
Oh, sweet.
Yes, we're going to spend a full week in in Creek Ridge. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So from there, we're gonna do a quick little jaunt on over towards David's family and spend a week there, get a little more family time in. From there, we are then gonna go all the way around the bottom of the lake and up to Jones Pond in Angelica, New York.
Yeah, we did that drive a couple years ago, again, before our videos, when Canada was still open. This time we're going to go on the southern end of Lake Erie and try to get there by 5 p.m. before they close.
Yeah, we can't take the shortcut this time.
Yeah, so we're going to spend 6 nights in Jones Pond Campground before we go to the oldest gay campground in the country. You can tell who did the planning, right? The oldest gay campground in the country, Camp Oneida, which is in northeastern Pennsylvania, and we're gonna spend 8 days there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was open. It's as old as we are.
Oh God, that is old.
Hey, at least it opened with color, right? It didn't open in black and white.
Exactly.
I think it was founded in 1979 or 1980, somewhere around there. And from there, we're going to keep on going north because we are really trying to escape Houston summers. And we're going to spend 2 weeks in
Vermont Freedom in
Vermont. Northern Vermont, yeah. And this is an interesting campground for us. It's a male-only camp. Well, like it's most of the campgrounds we go to are either gay or well, they're gay or lesbian or co-ed, right? Where they're LGBT only or very close to only. This place is, instead of it being a straight campground that's gay friendly, this is a gay campground that's straight friendly. So it's not exclusively gay men,
but it's primarily.
Right. And the owner up there seems really, really nice. We've had some good communication over email, and we'll be there for 2 weeks in August.
Yeah, and then from there we're heading back south to the woods in southeast Pennsylvania.
You got it.
Right, I found got one.
We practiced like 3 times.
Clearly it wasn't enough. So the woods is a take over.
LGBT campground, huge. One of the biggest in the country and one of the most popular in the country. This is a place that can routinely, from what we've heard, have over 1,000 people there on any given weekend.
That's crazy.
It is.
How in the world did we even get a spot in there?
Well, we got really lucky, really lucky. And we happened to find one weekend they had a couple of spots left or 1 spot left. And this is, their reservation system opens like on March 1st, and we have been told that within like 5 minutes, their busiest weekends are already booked. So we got extra lucky. We're really looking forward to going there. It might be a tight-ish spot to get Big Blanche in, but that's worth taking a few extra minutes for parking in order to be there during a weekend and see this place that we've heard so much about.
Exactly. And because of the reservations, we are having to leave on a Thursday and head over to Circle JJ Ranch in South Ohio. So that's why we're going to have like a weird little setup there, just a short weekend at Circle JJ.
Yeah, just 3 days.
Just 3 days.
And it's an inclusive weekend. So this is a campground that's LGBT, but with men-only weekends. We're going not on a men-only weekend, so we'll get to see potentially another LGBT campground.
Hey, ladies.
Hey!
From there, we are going down to River Ridge in Mount Olivet, Kentucky.
Going back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Again, another review we've done. Another park that has done some amazing things over the winter, so we felt it was best to bring an updated video.
Yeah, we really liked it there last year. It was one of our favorite places. We had an amazing time. And it was on 6.5 acres.
Which is not the case anymore.
Now they bought like 20 something more. And it's not like, I don't think it's yet developed, but you know, they have the extra land. It's kind of on our way back to the south. And again, we just really like it there. So we're gonna do an update video to showcase what they've done at River Ridge.
Yeah. From there, we're gonna go and spend a couple of weeks in the Tennessee, North Carolina area. Not a gay campground, just a way for us to get away and see the mountains. Someone's gonna try to make me go hiking and kayaking. I'm gonna do everything in my power to make that stop.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen, but I am gonna try, just like at Whispering Oak.
Going back to have a cocktail.
Yep, enough nature. The hiking.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant. So from there, we're gonna head down to your turn.
The Hideaway, formerly known as Roy's Hideaway.
Exactly, that was it.
Near Savannah, Georgia.
Testing him.
And we're going to spend 2 weeks in the Hideaway, and hopefully it's not gnat season. We've heard that there's some gnats there in that time of year. But it's also a very beautiful, large, spacious campground, again, from what we've heard. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that place is about. We were going to go this winter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Our next stop is Oz in Georgia. Huge campground. We know a lot of folks who have recommended it, and we're super excited to check it out.
It's an Unadilla, or is it Unadilla?
It's Georgia, so it's Unadilla.
Unadilla. I don't know how they pronounce it, but it's near Macon, Georgia. And so we're going to spend a week there.
Yep. And then we're off to Camp Out in Alabama.
Which is our 15th gay campground.
Yeah. And funny story about Camp Out, the reason we're going there is because we were there in the spring of 2020. We were planned on spending a whole month there. And I know it's been such a long time, but if you think back on what happened in the spring of 2020, well, we kind of had to flee and head back to Texas because there was, what do they call it, a pandemic or something?
Yeah, there was COVID,
Oh,
and
yeah,
it was just starting, and we were going to hang out. We were going to stay down there, hunker down, socially distance there, but the grocery store started running out of food. This is the very, very beginning, right? Like
Yep.
March. The grocery store was running out of food.
They were talking about shutting down the border into Louisiana, which we had to have crossed to get
kind of
back.
in the middle there, yeah.
So we're gonna go back and do a review on those.
Yeah, can't wait to do it. And then we'll take 2 days home
Yep.
to get home, and we will get home 2 weeks before Halloween weekend. So there you have it, 4.5 months.
Just in time to get our costumes ready.
Just in time for costumes, 4.5 months, 15 gay campgrounds, all of which we will provide review videos for,
Yep.
which we hope that you will enjoy and find informative.
Yep.
And with that said, if there's any videos that you would like us to do or anything you'd like us to talk about between now and the end of May while we're waiting to get going, let us know in the comments or shoot us an email at fulltimegays@gmail.com. Go to Gay Camping Adventures on Facebook. We've got a map that we have as a posted an announcement. Thank you. That has all of the known gay and lesbian and bisexual, transgender campgrounds, as well as some gay-friendly campgrounds across North America. There's a bunch in Canada. There's a bunch in the States, obviously.
Yep.
Go check that out. And in the meantime, I'm David,
And I'm Eddie.
and we are
In it together.